So, you know, we're teaching about that today, but God just said, you know, let them know all this is going to work together and fit together. You need to get that. Now, we're teaching from the law of prosperity. Now, these are two different things. One is the manuscript, the book that the Master Prophet has not released yet. That's called the Laws of Prosperity. And you get that when you sow $1,000 seed. We're asking you to do a $1,008 seed today. But we're also going into the book Beyond the Laws of Thinking. And there's a chapter there called the Law of Prosperity. And so we're headed there right now. So hopefully if you're in the chat room, you can click there on that link and bring it right up, because that is where we're going next. But call in your seed, 212-316-2177. So your $388 seed donation, and also go ahead with your $1,008 seed, because when you sow that, you're also going to get the special manuscript called The Laws of Prosperity. Well, we're going to begin our reading here. I'm going to have Prophetess Angel Cade. If you can begin to read for us The Laws of Prosperity, starting at the top there.
Money, as we said earlier, is the energy of change made material. But where does money come from? Money, in turn, it turns out, comes from the mind of God. But the ATM is not easy to access. Its card does not come in the form of endless work or scripting and saving. You have the secret to prosperity within your spirit. Your willingness to make what you want come into being through your thoughts.
Okay, we're going to park there just for a moment. And you know, we're talking about prosperity right now. We're talking about the 388 seed, the 1008 seed. We're putting those 8s in there because we know 8 is the number for wealth and prosperity. But you know what? We couldn't do that and then not give you the tools for you to manifest. You got an 8-day miracle to schedule when you sold that 388 seed or that $1,008 seed. And guess what? How is that miracle? How is that wealth coming forth? Well, guess what? It can be great. It can be magnificent. It can be ever-ending. But guess what? You need tools. You need tools to begin to bring that forth. The window's going to open up. Wealth is going to fall through. Now, what degree is it coming? Well, guess what? The tools is going to determine that. Prophet Thompson, did you have a comment you want to make? I can feel Prophet Thompson over here on my left.
You know, if they will obey you and get to the lifeline.
Yes.
And so the 388, they will spend their days in prosperity.
Yes.
And their years in pleasure.
All right, all right.
You need to get to the lifeline without a question. And do the 388 right now. I urge you, pick up the phone and dial 212-316-2177. 212-316-2177. And so the 388. And those of you that's going to do the 1,000, you're going to do that as a 1,008. Call now. Because when you do that, you're setting up yourself in this promise that God says you will spend your days in prosperity and your years in pleasure.
Jesus. Call that number right now, 212-316-2177. Well, we're still in the first paragraph here of our teaching, but I want to just look at something here. The last sentence there, your willingness to make your willingness to make what you want come into being through your thoughts. So what you want to come into being comes through your thoughts. Well, Prophetess Mother Mary Jordan, what do you want to say about that? Your thoughts are that powerful?
Prophet Cynthia, yes, your thought is that powerful. And just one thing I want to, before I comment on the thought, also, I want to back up to the 388, that powerful seed, because when you look at the 3 is communication. You cannot have power, you cannot have prosperity unless you communicate. So when you look at you sowing that 388, you are sending out a message.
Oh, Jesus, yes.
And the 8 represent wealth and prosperity. So you are automatically sending out a message. That just dropped into my spirit. So that's a powerful seed. So don't slack up on that, because when your thoughts come, your thoughts have so much power, because that's how you create, through your thought. You send a message through your thought. So whatever you think, that's what's going to happen. Whatever you think, that's what you are. If you think poverty, you'll be poverty. You must think wealth. And that's why it says the thought. They put so much emphasis on thought, because everything begins through the mind. Without the mind, you create nothing. So you must keep the mind intact. Your thought is powerful. A lot of people says, well, I didn't say it out in word. You know what? But you thought it.
Yes, yes. Jesus, your thoughts are that powerful. Your thoughts are creative. Your thoughts are actually carving things out in the unseen realm. You know, I like the way the Master Prophet always says, you can have what you want. He says, from the shopping cart of the universe, it's all available to you. All you have to do is think it. As you think it, the energy of your mind begins to carve out those things. That's why it's so dangerous to think about poverty. It's so dangerous to think about lack, because you're starting to consider it. You're starting to fill your mind with it, and guess what? Then you're going to have it. That's going to be your experience. And that's why the Master Prophet always talks about prosperity and wealth. He's trying to get your mind full of that. He's trying to get you thinking of nothing but that. Why? So that will manifest in your life. Now, you know, with wealth and prosperity, you know, there's not many limits when you have wealth and prosperity. You can buy anything. You can do anything. You can help anyone that you want to help. You can send finances to others. And guess what? When you have wealth and prosperity, when you send it out, you have abundance. There's no lack in you. You send it out, and guess what? It became a seed, and it comes back multiplying. The more you give, the more you get back. It becomes a cycle of giving and a cycle of receiving. You know, this is powerful. Your thoughts are powerful. Your thoughts are creating your world and creating your wealth or your lack thereof. All right. Any other prophets?
Prophet Cynthia, I want to say one more thing. That thought, when it comes to you, anything else, anything come to you other than prosperity, you cast it down.
All right.
That's what Paul said. Cast the thought down. Because that's not of God.
Jesus.
And you know, Prophetess Mary Jordan, I found out that prosperity has a companion.
A companion, Prophet Thompson?
And
That's
what is the
right.
companion?
Peace,
Wow.
Peace. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
joy.
All right.
You can't be prosperous and be sorrowful.
No.
Come on. That's right.
It is
The
written,
Lord make it rich.
peace be within thy walls and prosperity in thy palaces.
All right.
Wow.
That's good. I like
All
that.
right. All right.
And-
Peace and prosperity.
And you know, just to second that, remember the scripture says, "The blessings of the Lord make it rich, and added no sorrow."
Jesus. Jesus.
Amen.
Jesus. All right. All right.
So to say, people that say, well, God really doesn't want you prosperous, because people that have all of that money and living in those big houses and all, they don't have the peace. They don't have the peace like a person that will be poor would have. So Prophet Thompson just read the scripture that tells you peace within the palace. God desires us to have prosperity and wealth. So don't say the wealthy don't have peace. And you know what I thought about Prophetess Cynthia and Company of Prophets? I thought about when Judas was the treasurer. And God, as he walked the earth, had so much money that he needed his treasurer with him all the time. And actually, when he was stealing, it wasn't even missed, because it was an abundance. There was more than enough. Now, he knew he was stealing, but it was still so much that he didn't even think about it. So prosperity is in order.
It is in order. It is in order. And let me tell you this, it is necessary and it is mandatory.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It is mandatory.
Mandatory.
Don't second guess yourself. Don't talk you out of something God is trying to give you. Can I tell you, God is not even happy unless you're prosperous. He's not happy with you. What happens is he's looking at you wondering what is wrong with you and why you're not manifesting, because he's giving you the tools and the knowledge and the information to do it. Why aren't you manifesting? Why aren't you prosperous when I've given you all? I don't want to disappoint God. I don't know about you.
I don't want to disappoint God.
You know, a dog barks, a cow moves, and you that know that you are that ye are God's, you be prosperous too.
Come on.
All right. All right.
Prosperity is it.
Prosperity is it.
Because Ecclesiastes 7:14 tells you, in the day of prosperity, be joyful.
Be
Yes,
joyful.
yes, yes, yes. And you know, Prophet Thompson, it's kind of easy to be joyful when you have money.
Yes, and yes.
Money creates choices.
Yes, right.
You know, you want to go here, you want to
Money
go there,
is
you want to get on the
awesome.
plane, you want to take a vacation.
Right,
Yeah, I think I feel like doing that today. I think I
Yes.
feel like shopping.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to be joyful when you have money, because money gives you the choices and the freedom
Yes.
to do whatever you want to do.
Right.
Now, when
Yes.
you don't have money, you start limiting yourself. Well, you know, I've even heard people say this: my money won't let me do it.
Yes, we
Cancel, cancel.
money. Yes, so we had a saying when we was coming along, Prophet, to Cynthia, money talk.
That's true.
And that's true.
Yes, it does.
Money has a language.
Yes.
Yes, it does.